Alright guys, today I'm bleeding the fuel system on this Massey. Yes, the other day I had it apart because I wanted to check the injection pump timing. So in order to do that, you pull this cover off and then all the fuel comes out of the injection pump. So now I want to move the tractor, and the easiest way to do that, just go ahead and bleed the fuel system. First thing you want to do, go ahead and turn the fuel back on, or make sure the fuel is on. On the opposite side over here, the fuel comes out of the tank. Here's a handheld pump. This will pump fuel to the other side. It'd be better if you had a couple people, but I'm all by myself, and I usually am. So, and then the first screw I'm going to want to bleed is right on top of the filter here, this one back here, and then that is maybe a half, 9/16. There's fuel there. I just want to go ahead and turn it over quickly. I got the injection pump shut off. There's no air bubbles in this one, so I moved down to the second one. There's this bigger nut on top of this filter, which is a 5/8. Get ready to crack that. Make sure I got fuel coming out. There was an air bubble that came out of there. I'm gonna assume we got it. I'm gonna move down to the injection pump for the 5/16. There's two on the injection pump. There's one here and one here. You can just bleed it on the top one and leave, but then there'll be an air pocket in the injection pump, and you don't want that. That'll kind of rust things up. So I'm gonna pop this one open. Look at all the air coming out of there. Right now it's just being gravity fed. Bump her over if I can. Tried it. I got it towed on the ground. I'm trying to catch most of it. I'm trying to fill it up here. Eventually that one should stop. I'm gonna bump it again. It's kind of like bleeding brakes almost. Alright, just no more bubbles coming out of there. There's fuel coming out. Move up to the top one. There's definitely enough air in there. Turn the injection pump on now. I just got it cracked, see if we can't get some fuel to come out of it. starting a fire, so we're gonna go ahead and try that. Go ahead and crack one of these injectors here. Usually I crack them after it's running. I got one. Let's see, fuel's up there. It's starting to want to run now. Move over to another injector. I'm gonna have to go ahead and tighten that injector back up, but let's see if it'll pop off again to see if we got it. And that should be it. The fuel system's bled. It's got to tighten this injector back down, which is a 1/2-inch wrench. I took it off, but sometimes it takes a little bit to get them copper crush washers on the bottom sealed. And I didn't put a new one in, it's just the old one. I wanted to take it out to make sure I get the right injectors. Keep on forgetting about the injection pump. Yeah, that injector's not happy, but I get a new copper crush washer in there and it should be fine. I just need to move it out of my way. You guys stuck around this long, that's the way I usually bleed them. I mean, this one turned out really pretty easily. It only took, 5 or 10 minutes and the system's bled. Besides that injector giving me issues, everything else is bled. We got all that air out of the injection pump and should be good. Help somebody else out if they ever run you're going to need to do the same thing if you run it out of fuel. So I did it by myself. It wasn't too big of a deal. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you around.